Okay, I'm sorry, but I genuinely don't understand the hate for Mario Kart World. Like, everybody on Reddit, the second that the direct is over, I get on there, everybody's like, what is the direct for? Why do we even have this? Like, bro, shut up. I'm sorry, but like, there was so much in there for us to be acting like there wasn't. Okay, first off, let me just preface by saying I understand the price. I understand that people are upset about having to pay $80 for a video game. All right? It makes sense. Personally, I'm not that upset about it because it's freaking Mario Kart. We haven't had a Mario Kart in 12 years. And not only is this Mario Kart, but this is Mario Kart with about 10 times the amount of content. And I'm not just talking about tracks, overall content, game modes, characters, all of that than we had with Mario Kart 8. And I feel like people are delusional for not realizing this. They're just finding every little reason to nitpick this game because the price is $10 more than an average game, and it's ridiculous. Like, I would rather pay $150 for Mario Kart World than pay $70 for, I don't know, Assassin's Creed Shadows. And, I'm sorry if you like Assassin's Creed Shadows, it looks like an alright game. But Mario Kart is going to be a polished, just incredible game to play. And with all of this new stuff that they're adding, I am so excited about it. And I'm sick of the hate, so that's why I'm here. So first off, the maps look wonderful. I mean, they look so fully realized and just broad. You can see the backdrops. I mean, it's like something nothing we've ever seen before in Mario Kart. The free roam maps, I mean, it's just like, it looks seamless, incredible. Jumping, like, there's just one clip where they jump off of a cliff as a penguin, and just the transition into the water and being in the boat it's just great. And I'm sorry, you can call me a Nintendo glazer. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. But I unashamedly just realized that Nintendo makes great games, and that regardless of who you are, this game looks great. Everybody's buying into the trend of hating on it for being $80. If this game was $70, people would be glazing it. But the fact that it's $10 more, people are hating on it. And this is going to be a game that lasts for 10 years. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue with the actual reasons of the game. So I've never once purchased a Nintendo game for the graphics. Not once in my life have I ever bought a Nintendo game expecting to have just this insane graphical prowess. I mean, the Switch wasn't capable, the Wii U wasn't capable. The only capable system for its time was maybe the GameCube. But with that said, the graphics look incredible in this game. I mean, I cannot wait to play this in 120 FPS handheld. It's going to look beautiful and smooth, and it's going to be just an incredible experience. So let's get more into the reasons of why I don't understand the endless hate this game is getting. Oh, they're not adding anything. It's just the same thing. Did you not watch what I watched? I mean, we knew what there was gonna. I mean, we knew there was gonna be a free roam mode. Yeah, we knew there was gonna be knockout tour and whatnot. But they just fleshed it out and added so many more details here. The free roam mode is about to have. Well, I think they said it's gonna have like hundreds of different switches that you can hit and do missions. I mean, that's gonna be hours of gameplay. Which, by the way, we did not have in a Mario Kart 8 game or a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game that people were willing to pay $60 for. And here's my point. You buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and what can you do in the game? You can do Grand Prix and Versus. You can race on the track, and you can battle. And I absolutely love the battle mode in that game. I love the racing, too. I'm a big Mario Kart 8 Deluxe fan. But taking all of that into account, okay? Taking all of that into account, Mario Kart World has double the content of of a previous Mario Kart game. You add in Knockout Tour, you add in this free roam mode. That's two fully, completely different, fleshed out modes we've never seen before. And think about every Mario Kart leading up to this. Mario Kart Wii was pretty much just that. Mario Kart Double Dash was pretty much the same thing. Racings and battle, and you can play online. Not to mention the fact that in Mario Kart World, we get 24 racers, which is ridiculous. You can have 4 teams, which, I mean, maybe that's a stupid thing to hype up. But that looked kind of cool, though. Like, having some, like, actual team battle. I never played team battles on Wii or whatever. I hated the team battles. But now that there's 4 teams, that's going to make it a lot more interesting. That was kind of exciting to me. There's the team battles, the 24 racers, the free roam. There's so much more to this Mario Kart game than there's ever been before. And yet it's getting so much hate. And this is the thing that's absolutely diabolical to me about the hate is that damn near 70 million people were willing to pay full price for Mario Kart 8 base. Or sorry, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, not Mario Kart 8 base, but the original Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. People were willing to pay $60 for a game that did not have as much content as this game has. So why would they not be willing to pay 80 for the game? And I understand it is a lot of money for a lot of people, especially in our current economic situation in America and in plenty of other countries. But if there's a game that warrants this price tag, it's gotta be this one. Because there's just so much going on here and so much more than there's ever been. So if people are willing to pay $60 for a Mario Kart game that doesn't have Knockout Tour and doesn't have free roam mode and doesn't have all these characters and these super insanely fleshed out maps, I mean, it just looks like so much more of a deep experience. It looks like there's so much more to the game. I mean, the tracks, I can already see them being more replayable with the amount of rail grinding and the different paths you can take, and even the rewind feature, which I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest. But it could be cool for like if you're doing time trials, trying to find different paths and stuff. There's so much more to the I think 29 maybe to the 29 tracks than there's ever been before. I mean, the tracks themselves have so much more going on. Like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I could hop on Cheeseland and I could play Cheeseland. And then I played Cheeseland and then I played it again. And it was fun racing on that same track again, but it wasn't any different each time. These tracks, and that's about it. I mean, I hate Cheeseland, but that's a bad example. So I guess let me say Wild Woods. Wild Woods is probably my favorite map on Mario Kart 8. I adore that map. Played it over and over and over again. It was the same experience each time, pretty much. I mean, sometimes maybe I'd hit that shortcut at the end. Sometimes maybe I wouldn't. But what I'm saying is that Mario Kart World's maps look infinitely. I mean, if the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe maps were already infinitely replayable for me, if I have over 250 hours on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I can't even begin to fathom how many hours I'm going to have in Mario Kart World. There's so much more to each track than there's ever been before. And this is what I feel like people aren't talking about enough. Is that Mario is playable in this game. No, I'm just kidding. This is what I feel like people are actually not talking about enough, is that this is the richest and biggest Mario Kart experience that we've had by a mile. They have not gone this deep and added this much to a game since, I mean, maybe I would say Mario Kart DS when they had the missions mode. And obviously there's a ton of maps on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't give a shit about most of them. Like, especially half the DLC maps. Any of the tour maps are just not that great. And they're so repetitive to me. Like, anytime I get put on, like, New York Minute or, like, Amsterdam, whatever, I'm like, okay. I'd rather be playing, the Yoshi's Island one was pretty good, but I'd rather be playing pretty much anything from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Core than almost any of the DLC maps. Maybe that's a hot take. There are some good DLC maps. They're mostly the new ones and then ones from actual consoles, but there's so much fluff. There's so many tour maps. So I don't even think that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe having more content than this is not a competition. Plus, what I haven't even mentioned yet is taking the $90 price point. Let me check if that's accurate. Okay, that was not completely accurate. It's $25 for the DLC. So if you buy the game and the DLC, it was $85. I think Mario Kart World is going to be a better deal. I think Mario Kart World for that price, for $5 cheaper than it was for all the DLC, and I understand that's DLC, and there's probably going to be DLC for Mario Kart World. But Mario Kart World at its core versus Mario Kart 8 with DLC, I still think World is going to be a better overall game. And maybe I'm blinded by nostalgia for Mario Kart and the fact that I'm just hyped for a new Nintendo console and a new Nintendo game, and I've been waiting for this game for at least probably 10 years, and I've been like dying for it for 5. But it just is so much more diverse in its mechanics, in its game modes, in its items, in its characters. that I genuinely think this is going to be the best Mario Kart yet. And now, if you set out because of the $80 price point, I can understand that. I can understand withholding because of that $80 price point. Me personally, I'll be buying it, but I can understand those who would. But what I can't understand is people who are saying that it doesn't look like a full, rich Mario Kart experience because it looks like the best one we've had. And that's coming from somebody who's played every single iteration of Mario Kart, some of them absolutely to death. This looks like it is far and away going to be the best Mario Kart experience, especially for single players. And also for multiplayers. Driving around in the world, just being able to like hop into races and stuff like that, it looks sick. Also, one thing I haven't even mentioned yet, and I'm not high on this or anything, but the new items do look pretty fun. I mean, they're interesting. And they're adding new items. I know they kind of have to add new items. It's a new Mario Kart game, and I'm not saying that's a reason for it to be like, oh, the new items. You gotta buy Mario Kart because it's got new items. No, I mean like that's probably like the weakest thing about the game, or like the weakest new thing, I guess. But they still look pretty cool. The gold, I mean, they just look like interesting items. I'm not gonna talk about the items that much. And the charge jump is kind of interesting. I don't know how many times I've been driving straight and wanting to, you know, just do a boost. And there's just one clip where like Daisy jumps off of a car or something. Mechanically, this game is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be the most interesting and fleshed out experience we've ever had from a kart racer, period. Let alone a Mario Kart game from any kart racer. And yeah, Mario is the king of kart racers, but still, I also think people are heavily undermining the free roam. I think it's going to be chock full of things to do. I think it's going to be a full fleshed out single player experience on top of the regular Grand Prix and Knockout Tour. This game is so full of content, and I'm sick of people acting like it's not. And I know I'm in the minority here because every time I get online, any social media, YouTube, whatever it is, every time I get online, people are saying negative things about this game. And that's what led me to making this, to let you know that I disagree. This game looks incredible, and it is going to be incredible, no doubt in my mind. So you go ahead and stick to Mario Kart 8. And you know, I will too, because I love Mario Kart 8. But I'm also going to be enjoying Mario Kart World on my Nintendo Switch too.